Welcome to another episode of weird and obscure RuneScape content, and in this episode we'll be taking a look at a bunch of weird things and forgotten content, so whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Karamja rum is an item that plays a role in the Pirate's Treasure quest as you smuggle it off the island using a crate. Now you can smuggle the item off of Karamja in some other specific ways, but generally speaking, attempting to leave the island through the typical route such as teleporting away or paying the fare and chartering back to Port Sarim will result in you losing the rum. You're able to obtain a useless, unique item by adding a picked banana to Karamja rum, creating an item that literally has a banana stuffed into the neck of a Karamja rum bottle. Nice. Now you aren't able to smuggle it off the island using the charter, but you can teleport away using the lodestone system with this version of the Karamja rum, which results in you having a unique but useless random item. You're welcome. The Fang of Mohogan is a special amulet slot item released back in 2013. This amulet allows you to teleport to a summoning obelisk once per day, which can be useful for a few things such as shop runs, completing clues, and to speed up area tasks or even quests. In addition, the amulet has a 25% chance to double charms received from drops with a maximum of 250 charges, which are not rechargeable. Back in 2013, you needed to create the necklace by combining 400 Spirit Wolf blood and a Spirit Wolf skull, obtained by either killing monsters or spinning on the predecessor of Treasure Hunter, being the Squeal of Fortune. It is currently impossible to create the amulet, however, it is occasionally available in the Oddman store, including, as you're watching this video, until the 13th of August. RuneScape has lots and lots of pets. Some of the game's pets come with 8 legs. The 2009 Halloween event added one of RuneScape's more unique pets, being Eek the Spider. A very nostalgic favorite seasonal pet of mine. Eek is a pet that doesn't follow the player like a traditional RuneScape pet. It's one of RuneScape's few living things that you can equip, and it even has animations when you remain static for a while. Eek also has its own unique emote when equipped that looks really old schooly, and you can also place it in your player-owned house's pet house to see it walk around. It also has a lot of some of the cutest dialogue I've ever seen in this game, and just if you have Eek and you speak to the spider, it's so wholesome. Everything about the conversations is lovely, and that's exactly why I'm featuring it in this video. It's just my favorite nostalgic item, or perhaps even pet. Like, it's an item and a pet. It's just Eek the Spider, best spider. Now, for the lucky among you, Eek the Spider was re-obtainable once for the first time in over a decade in the 2022 Halloween event by digging within the Doggy Bones skilling activity. Eek hasn't returned since. But what if you're not a fan of spiders? Alright, listen up, arachnophobes. I've discovered the perfect game for you to pummel some spidey boys, and for those of you who do like spiders, many other bosses to take on, whether you have a phobia of them or not. The best thing about this game is that there's a good sense of progression as you slowly craft your champions into formidable opponents to take on dungeons filled with bosses, and for the PvP enjoyers, players as well. And let me tell you, there are so many champions to collect that you will not be getting bored anytime soon. This guy seems awfully familiar. If you log in between now and August the 15th, you'll be able to get Ninja as a legendary champion in Raid. Ninja hasn't been available for 3 whole years, but you can get him using my link and the code NINJARETURNS, or if you're an existing player, by logging in for 5 days by August the 15th. Try Raid now by using my link in the description below or by scanning the QR code on screen. Doing so will get you a huge starter pack including the epic champion Lights Warren, fantastic for keeping your team alive. Get to level 15 and another epic champion called Juliana will await you. Thank you for Raid for sponsoring today's video. You might not be a fan of clue scrolls, and I'm not a fan of clue scrolls myself, but did you know there's hidden clue scroll-like content that offers unique rewards? For example, you might find a Chaos Witch wand, or for those of you who enjoy a good rest, the Exhausted Resting Animation Override. These hidden bits of content are called trading sequences, created by Jagex moderators for, well, fun, and seemingly for lore reasons as well. I would refer to this type of content as RuneScape's Easter eggs. Mod Ramen's trading sequence starts out by making you sad. I mean, I didn't think I could feel bad for a virtual character until I saw my boy Bricks crying for bricks. Seriously, this face is what true pain looks like. The start of the trading sequence requires you to give a crying gooby limestone bricks, which it literally never has enough of, but eventually it will give you a necklace needed for the next step. It took me a few inventories of bricks, and only when I teleported away did it finally give me the necklace. Ramen Sequence reward you with an item that lets you unlock some unique dialogue from at least one of the NPCs related to the content he has worked on, being Merithiel. Now, I like to keep my space bar some company, but for you lore hounds, this might be a hidden gem. Alternatively, you have the bank space. This is a unique item for your collection. The most recently added trading sequence was added as part of the Garden of Carid update. The first step of this trading sequence is so sneakily hidden you would never be able to spot it without actively searching for it. Can we just appreciate this one, because this sunken box is really well hidden. Even if you know where it is, you still need to look quite carefully and right-click precisely. If you're interested in completing these, the steps to complete them are available on the Runescape wiki. As of August 2024, there are only 4 known trading sequences in game, although Mod Sponge is clearly interested in adding more based on his reply to a Reddit thread looking for confirmation if these bits of content are still being worked on. How many of you hate the farming skill? I know I sure did after completing the Garden of Tranquility quest. What a pile of steaming garbage that quest was. During the quest, you use an enchanted ring of carols to persuade NPCs, but did you know that this item has some unique uses post-quest completion? You can use it for discounts on carpet rides and even for free trips to Karamja. Yes, it isn't much, but it's still a cool little thing to know about. Perhaps a more useful feature is being able to buy skill capes at a major discount. Instead of paying 99,000 coins, you can pay 92,000 coins for a skill cape by wearing the Ring of Carols A, or Enchanted. There's a chance, although a small one, that you've obtained the next item I'm going to talk about while training fishing. While harpooning sharks, and apparently from swarm fishing, every time you catch a shark, you have about a 0.02% chance to obtain a big shark. No, I'm not talking about great white sharks or brown sharks. Those are other more common bycatches. The story of the big shark doesn't end there though. You can bring a big shark to the taxidermist in Canifis, and for 5,000 coins she'll turn the big shark into a stuffed shark. Once stuffed, you can mount it in your personal owned house's skill hole. I think I've seen these while fishing before, but I removed it from my inventory because I didn't know what it was. It's worth noting that you can apparently not consume these sharks with the shark outfit set to consume according to the RuneScape wiki. Similarly to the big shark, you can also catch a big bass or big swordfish, which can be turned into mounts for your play-owned house as well. I wouldn't go hunting for these items though, because as mentioned, the big shark is a 0.02% chance, or roughly 1 in 5,000 chance when fishing for sharks. It's going to take you a lot of time to get one of these at all. In a previous video on some strange RuneScape content, I covered some hidden free desert cosmetics. Recently, I had a video pop up in my recommendations page from a smaller Fashionscape YouTuber, and I was amazed that I had no idea of there being more cosmetics like the one I covered a few months ago. There's a bunch of hidden tombs, such as this sus-looking one near the Bandit Camp Lodestone, which you can go inside, you get an achievement and some XP, you pick up the items, and you unlock some cosmetics. If these cosmetics seems like your thing, I'll leave a link to Wings of Absurdity's quick guide on how to get these items down below. When doing acrobatic activities on the Hef and Agility post, you cannot summon your pet. So how do you get your pet on the Agility post to take some stunning screenshots? Well, you summon it beforehand, and then once you're on the post, you can call your follower to get it onto the post, hop off, and now your pet is training agility. Not really, of course. It's a shame that Jagex patched the Spirit Scorpion graphical bug, because it would be hilarious to have massive familiars on the agility post. Credit to Tanalativian for this random RuneScape fact. With that being said, we've come to the end of this video. Once more, thank you to Raid for sponsoring today's video, which you can check out using my link in the description down below.